We chose March 1st, 1997, right?
Yep. Speaking of... Hello, everybody. Dale again, back with another Sci-Fi Nostalgia episode. This is, March 1st, I believe? Let me check the notes here. Yeah, March 1st, 1997. We're going to be watching The Thing That Couldn't Die and Tenchi Muyo in Love. Hope everybody's going to enjoy that. Not my favorites, but we'll see. With me, as always, is my beautiful, wonderful partner in crime, Allison. Say hi, Allison.
Hi, Allison.
And of course, the enigma wrapped in a puzzle, wrapped in a dirty t-shirt, Adam.
You forgot to add in wrapped in 300 pounds.
Yeah. I also forgot Love Machine. Alright, anybody got anything to say before we get this underway?
Should have called him Friar Fuck.
Well, he's only known as Friar Fuck in certain circles. Oh,
I can also say this was a lot easier to watch than last time.
Yes, it was.
That said, I think that Space Mutiny is a lot better than The Thing You Couldn't Die. But also, we couldn't find any with commercials in them, so excuse me. In between these two, we have a 15-minute commercial block of just commercials from 1997 on Sci-Fi Channel. So hopefully that will suffice for everybody. Now let's see if I can get this started playing. How's that sound, everybody?
Sounds good on my end.
And I also put this on like a queue, so hopefully I won't have to alter anything. It'll just continue playing, and I won't have to like scream at the monitor trying to get everything to work correctly.
Or at least.
And you want your mic here.
Check me out.
We'll still hear you over the... I know, but you did. The season 8 episodes, I think, are the weakest like lineup. I think Prince of Space is probably one of the better ones, but like all these like public domain movies, they were just really bad in my opinion. Like The Thing That Couldn't Die.
Hi, everyone. Just here with Tom Servo discussing his art. So you say Crow gave you the money to do all this, huh?
Well, yes. I think he saw in me and my art a kind of truth, you see. And with this 30 grand plus a matching grant from the Chubb Group of insurance companies, I can finally express myself and put down $59,000 on that stable of trotters down south.
Hey, hi, Mike. Servo, I just paid the caterer. It's kind of pricey, but hey, that's the art world, huh? So, let's take a look at my portraits.
So glad we live train yard adjacent. Train just coming.
Ah, yeah. Wow. Oh, my. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Crow is, Ha!
Yeah.
Well, you know, Servo, these all...
Paint a stark portrait of a cruel despot?
No, I was actually going to say they're all kind of negative.
Oh, fine. Why don't you just paint a picture of you in heaven playing golf with clowns?
Now that's not bad. Here, I'll write you a check. Will 30,000
I
be
don't know
enough?
what
I
you
better
want me
make
to
it
do.
60. I might want to do it on velvet.
We'll be right back.
And stab at the canvas.
Huh. I thought you were going to paint me playing golf with clowns.
No, you wanted yourself tossing kittens into a meat grinder. I have my notes if you'd like to see them.
All hands prepared to die!
Wait a minute, Chip.
You can
Let's
tell
not
how much
jump
they
to any
hate these like
conclusions. What's
really
the
host
problem?
segments.
We're caught in
They're
some
having to
sort
write
of
this
trap
storyline.
pulling us at 1,000,000 times the speed of light towards an unknown destination. Time and space are meaningless, and the physical laws are breaking down.
Oh, what do you know?
Hi. See? Oh, wait. We're slowing down. I guess things will be okay.
I wonder how many
I
Tom
wonder where we
Servos
are,
they
though.
had.
Of course, I didn't know where we
At
were
least two.
before, so we might as well be here as anywhere.
Well, I think at
That's
least
what
4,
I
right?
always
Plus
say.
the Delta Knights,
Hello?
because they got the
Anyone
3 and
there?
the 1 with the
Shoo!
boobs.
Get out of here. Beat it.
This was, in fact, the first instance of him as the observer, as Brain Guy.
welcome and try to comprehend us.
Okay.
What's to comprehend?
Oh, you are to us as an amoeba is to you, for we are the observers.
And we have evolved beyond language. We are gratified that you understand our words, for we communicate only with our minds.
Wow. Except you're talking now.
Yeah.
No. Do you see how your comprehension fails you? For we communicate only with our minds.
You see, we have evolved beyond the need for bodies, and now we are simply brains.
You are as amoebas, but do not be afraid.
No bodies. That is fantastic.
Unbelievable. Well, except you have bodies right now.
Oh, yeah, you got a point there, Mike.
Yeah, what the hell?
Naturally, we require host bodies for our self-sufficient
Naturally.
brains.
Wouldn't it be more convenient to just leave your brains in your head?
Right.
Convenient? Why, our brains are fully functional for our bodies for up to 50 yards.
Well, they may not understand. They are as amoebas.
Look, when you cut it out with this amoeba thing, I am way more evolved than an amoeba, Pally, I'll tell you that.
Hush, Crow. Say, who was that grabbing the Towski there?
She is your friend and another of our guests.
We have brought you all here to observe
What
a
episode was
magnificent
this?
experiment.
Though we have acquired
Like in
all
chronologically,
knowledge and have evolved
For the
infinitely
Sci-Fi
beyond
era.
you,
Hi,
Gotta be one
Mike.
of the first,
Guess
right?
I caught you again, huh?
I think so.
Hey, what do you think of these characters? Pretty evolved.
She and her companion are our guests. We will use our minds to create anything they need for their comfort.
Yeah, pretty nice setup here. Dallas reruns, plenty of long
Dallas
necks.
reruns.
Bobo's happy.
Hello, Mike. Oh, this is nice.
Sweet deal, even though I am as an amoeba. Ha!
Oh, please, this is beneath my dignity.
Anywho, your movie today is something called The Thing That Couldn't Die, or
Observers. After we're done observing this group, we shall dissect them and display them in our museum.
Oh, the children will be delighted.
do you think the orbiting ones heard?
Hey, you can tell they just hate doing this.
Send those who are as an amoeba, the movie.
Amoeba this.
Yeah, get a tan.
Oh,
This was the 5th episode on the Sci-Fi Channel.
Ugh, in weather today, the ocean's turned black.
This is an international
The Big
picture.
Valley.
The Strom Thurmond story.
Couldn't die or wouldn't die.
Shouldn't. Plug it in, Joe.
Strom Thurmond did in fact eventually die.
Ah, people.
Quality film.
I can't believe the Universal made that.
I can. They made some real bad fucking movies.
Oh, you sure you want to do this, Tom?
Mostly in the
Positively.
50s.
You see,
Okay.
with Crow under our evil power, we can command him to perform unspeakable acts.
Well, like what?
Unspeakable, Mike. What do you need, a dictionary?
This looks unspeakable.
All right, hold still then.
Use the Phillips head.
But I don't need tools. I have these hands. My hands are strong.
Now step it up, you big side of beef. I think he's coming.
All right, wait.
There, okay. That's nice. Oh, wait, look, my body. Would you get out of here? No, not that way. Wait, look at me. Go that way. Get out of here. Go. Man, I don't believe how thick I am sometimes. Okay, Mike, just look like the big dumb guy. Great, that's perfect.
But I wasn't.
I'm assuming he
Here he
meant
comes.
THICC.
I need and suddenly thrust my diabolical visage right in his kisser.
Well, doesn't it help though?
Might even be a third C in there.
Hey, Mike. Say, hypothetically, if I sent Adrienne Barbeau a box of chocolate-covered raisins, you think she'd go out with me?
Now! Go out! Oh, God.
What you got there? Am I a dead muskrat or?
As always, Mike, well done.
I'll get the crazy glue. It's
I guess Maury's wigs do fall off.
the super
weird,
intelligent,
like,
big brain,
stupid,
white
like,
faced guy
Mike,
things I'm
like-
calling, sir.
Hello.
And you can answer to my chiropractor because I need proper lumbar support. Oh,
Ah, Mike. We need you well rested.
I understand that they were having growing pains, but it's not like
So in your parlance,
the show
his light-
fundamentally changed
so all I'm
from
saying,
like
buddy, is you'll catch holy hell from me if I
season
wake up in
7
the
to
morning
8.
feeling crappy.
What is this crappy?
Oh, well,
I mean, it
wouldn't
kind
worry,
of did.
Loggiver.
Like,
Actually, this
whole new
bed is
host, whole
quite
new
comfortable.
man.
No, Mike was the host for
As I'm
three,
sure you'll find out,
like 2
sleeping
seasons
in
by
this
the time
nice
they
bed
went to
all
Sci-Fi.
alone, the whole bed
Joel left
for the
for season
Loggiver,
5.
and not
I
be
thought
in
the
the bed
sci-fi
at
movie
all.
came right after the movie.
Not even a trace of me.
Yeah, but the movie didn't come
Not
until a
even
couple
one
seasons
stinking
into
lousy Bobo hair. Got them
Mike's
all.
tenure, as it were.
Nice, clean bed, all for the Lawgiver, and Bobo sleeping on the floor. Outside. That's the floor outside, which would be the ground, technically. It's kind of funny. I'll just take this little pillow and put it right back. Wrap it up for you, yes. A nice pillow for the Lawgiver. A simple rock will be comfortable enough for the wretched likes of Bobo. Good night, Lawgiver.
Well, his host segment just keeps on going, huh?
Forgot your mint.
Kind of like the thing that couldn't die.
I still
The
got
thing that couldn't end.
Hey, you eggheads got a night canopy for this thing?
Snores less than Adam does when he's wide awake.
And just a reminder, we are going to go into Tenchi Muyo and Low, the Saturday anime that aired the same day on March 1st, 1997. But first, we have about 15 minutes worth of 1997 sci-fi commercials, because we couldn't find commercials for either of these, unfortunately.
I will be going into this one quite blind because I didn't get to see the commercial, but
I also haven't seen them.
they're always. Really?
I'm sure I've seen them before, but
Well, yeah. So we're all going into this blind.
Yes.
Fucking yeah. That's going to be these commercials.
how come I couldn't have been an intern on Mystery Science Theater 3000?
Because you were 8.
Yeah,
Actually, no, you were 11.
I was 11, yeah. Child labor laws back in 97 they were like they are now.
Hi, I'm Stephen Baldwin, and you're watching the Sci-Fi Channel.
That's
This
before he was
Sci-Fi
crazy.
Channel program is brought to you by Mountain Grown
Was it like the
Folgers Coffee
third, like,
Single.
best ball?
Freshly brewed coffee, 1 cup at a time.
That's the Polly Shore Baldwin.
The school bus driver needs
Like
real
Alec
coffee.
Baldwin,
Folgers
Billy
Coffee
Baldwin,
Single.
and Stephen
Real
Baldwin,
mountain grown
like-
coffee in a real coffee filter for
I
one
don't think Stephen
freshly
Baldwin might
brewed
have
cup.
recently gotten
Folgers
himself as
Coffee
best
Single,
Baldwin because, you know, he
real
didn't kill
coffee
anybody.
makes real good mornings. Condition red.
He voted for Trump, though, so, you know.
Along your gum line. Or even worse, a trickle of blood. Should you observe
I mean, they're
these danger
Baldwin, so
signs,
they're all
be
fucking
forewarned.
jackasses.
It may be the gum
The other
disease.
ones had enough sense not to publicly promote
Gum
it.
disease is caused by germs.
Fair
Listerine kills them. It's the brand, the only brand clinically proven to help prevent gingivitis. Kill those germs. Better dead than red.
A better reading than anything on the thing that couldn't die.
Listerine.
These sweet sci-fi bumpers. I guess these would be idents, yeah, like channel idents.
Who needs New Year's resolutions when you can call the Psychic Solution? A better New Year awaits. Here's why.
She asked me if I, had a miscarriage some time ago, and that's
Well,
true. I
not
was
only
like, how did
am I
this guy know
compelled to
that?
call a
She
psychic, but it also
convinced
sounds
me.
like a
She knew I
montage
was
is about to start.
And he
Like-
doesn't even know yet. She's someone that I would like to talk to on a weekly basis.
You've done some traveling recently. I see you on a beach. You're having a great time.
I just took a trip to Nassau, and he said I'd see islands. You were just on an island. I'll definitely recommend this. This is a good time.
With readings like these from the Psychic Solution, there's no need for a New Year resolution.
Feels like if you're talking to your best friend on the other line, I'm gonna go home personally and tell a lot of people about this. I mean, it's so easy, just go home and call. It's really, really good.
And I know what she's saying is real.
They might be skeptical at first, but a phone call is all it's going to take, and then they'll change their minds, believe me.
Call now for your 1997 forecast, because a great New Year is only a phone call away.
Call 1-800-713-4394.
For entertainment only.
These are commercials from an episode of MST3k, hence the globe.
Give me a break, give me a break, break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Give me a break, give me a break. I wanna take a break with that Kit Kat bar. It's the way to take a break that really makes your day. That's why wherever you go, you hear the people say.
I don't remember this extended remix version of the Kit Kat jingle.
Oh, I remember.
I remember it quite well.
It's time to declare
I guess you can tell which one of us were fat
mildew.
kids and which one wasn't.
Introducing professional strength Tilex mildew stain remover. More powerful than any other mildew stain remover, it blasts away horrendous mildew stains in less than 30 seconds. Get the most powerful mildew stain remover ever made. New professional strength Tilex.
The best night of television is on Non-Stop Fox. First, an avalanche buries Homer alive.
I remember watching this episode as it aired.
Then,
That stupid
Back to
sexy
Nature.
Flanders?
Here it is, boys. The great outdoors.
A brand new King of the Hill and a side
I
of
remember that
Ethan
episode of
Scully
King of the
you've
Hill.
never seen before. Could get her killed. The X-Files. The best night of television is on Non-Stop Fox this week.
Wow, non-stop.
I
Fox.
am the
forgot that was-
Sci-Fi Channel. Sunday I will transform your reality in a dimension of power.
At 8 p.m., Swamp Thing, human again. At 9, The Flash, powerless and trapped in the future. 2001. And at 10,
2001.
battles an old friend turned enemy.
I'm set to explode in 15 seconds.
Now, I understand the Swamp Thing, the Flash, and RoboCop the series. None of that is good.
Sunday.
That lineup is way better than anything that is currently on Sci-Fi. Even Black
The most
Decade.
incredible action-packed video you'll ever see is now
And then
available.
there's
Spend $20 to buy a video of men dying horribly.
Action and events unfold.
Like, I
all
would
captured on tape.
so much rather
Take
watch,
a
like, a
wild
dumping
ride
ground
through
of canceled,
shocking,
short-lived,
spectacular
like,
accidents.
80s sci-fi
Courageous
series than whatever
rescues.
fucking, like, Sharknado
Explosive
bullshit they're showing right now.
These graphic images will stay etched in your mind forever, and it's all caught on camera.
Or even just, like, the old
and available soon.
sci-fi movies, like, cause, like, it's,
real-life
like
adventure
Sharknado was
in
at the beginning
life
of their making
against
movies.
death.
They've been making movies since the early
And come
90s.
face to face
And
with the
they weren't
awesome
great
power
either,
of
but they were...
nature's fury in Man Against Nature.
They took themselves a little bit of seriousness.
Ultimate and reality videos are now
Yeah, Soul
available
Taker
at
took themselves
Suncoast,
real seriously.
Sam Goody, and in stores everywhere. Or call 1-800
I mean, we're definitely not saying that they were good
0101
movies.
and
but
order direct.
They at least had an entertainment value too. Unlike
Sour cream
Sharknado
and
50
onion, or more Casey Master.
or Birdemic 90.
You may see a stranger.
Hey, the president of Sci-Fi said that he was gonna turn the network around. I actually think he, like, stepped down or something. I don't even know.
I nibble your hand. I eat your chips.
Why is this non-Kermit man
Good night.
wooing Miss Piggy
The
with
low-fat
chips?
new flavors of baked Lay's potato chips. You'll really want to hog them.
You got that cast on pretty quick.
Now there are easy-to-use TV parental guidelines to help you choose what you want your children to watch.
This
For
is
a free
definitely a
brochure, call
TV-14 program, by the way. I know I don't have the
1-800-724-7548.
rating in the corner, but...
Woman, can you spot the difference?
We're trying to keep it as pure to the time period as possible. We didn't have that bullshit
You
with
don't feel
kids.
clean. So here's a radical idea. Try Sure Ultra Dry, the clean antiperspirant. It keeps you drier than any other type, whether you're a
Apparently started
man
using the
or a
word
woman.
bullshit automatically
So
makes
you
it
feel
TVM.
clean. Look, it vanishes into fight wetness before it starts. Sure Ultra Dry. It keeps you drier so a man, a woman, a human.
Let me
is
take this
clean.
deodorant and not rub it on my skin.
That ogre? Like, from, Revenge of the Nerds?
It was.
Nice car, kid. It's me Subaru Outback Sport. Another Outback. Same all-wheel drive traction as yours, but a gas mileage.
Who was Subaru in
What are they like?
1997?
It's definitely
No problem.
the ogre from Revenge of the Nerds.
Smart
This
boy.
has to be one of his last
Front of the
credits.
family. Outback Sport. The newest Outback from Subaru.
They're trying to phase out
If
Paul
you're a
Hogan and
smoker,
get a new
you
Australian
know
in.
when you crave a cigarette most. These times make quitting the toughest. That's the idea behind Nicotrol.
He's
When your
dead,
cravings are tough,
I think so, yeah.
Nicotrol is tough.
Nicotrol killed him.
With one simple step that helps prevent cravings before they even
That
start,
crippling
there's
Nicotrol
almost no
addiction
cravings left.
just was too
There's
much
no
for him to handle.
multiple steps, no
Like
lengthy
30
regimen.
patches, smoking 2 packs,
Nicotrol,
chewing gum.
just the help you need to quit for good. When your cravings
Just
are
an
tough,
average Saturday
Nicotrol
for
is tough.
Adam.
Yeah.
Every day, people like you and me are proving why the psychic solution is so popular. See for yourself.
She said that she sensed that there was someone older in my family
Yeah, James Carter
that
died
was
in
ill.
2014.
I do have a grandmother that's in the hospital, but not to worry because she was going to
Was it due to his crippling Nicotrol addiction?
The best way I could put it is like
Surprisingly, IMDb did not give medical
She was
details
really
of his death.
understanding, and she was really there for me, and that's what I needed.
I guess they didn't start doing the medical shit until 2015.
Kind of just
Yeah.
each other. I'm in a real bad relationship now, and she said, try another girl. I think I'll keep in touch with her, and she'll keep giving me good advice.
My husband-to-be, my family's having a bit of problems accepting him. Today she told me that I basically need to go with my instincts on this
Basically.
one. And, you know, my parents will just come around. I don't know why I waited so long to call her in the first place. You don't have to wait for us to come to town. Join us up now by calling for your free sample reading.
Call 1-800-311-3463. See yourself in a whole new way with a job you've only dreamed of. Prepare an
Pretty sure they
F-18
still
for
use these
takeoff.
same Navy
Check out the
commercials
cockpit
today.
of a Seahawk helicopter. Help navigate a nuclear-powered submarine. Are you ready to find out about exciting jobs like these? Call this number now for our free booklet, Today's Navy, and get the facts about over 50,000 jobs in 60 different fields. If you've got the drive and a high school diploma, the Navy can teach you high-tech skills in some of the hottest fields around. State-of-the-art computers, nuclear propulsion, aviation electronics, skills you can build a future on. Go ahead, pick up the phone and ask for our free booklet. You'll find out which jobs are available right now and about great Navy benefits, like 30 days vacation with pay. The chance to travel the world,
The Get
and
Books
up to
there is
$30,000 for
64.
college. Don't wait. Call 1-800-USA-NAVY today for your free
Yeah, the
Navy
Get Books
booklet.
extension is
We'll give you the
66.
training, the
64
benefits,
is a
and
top
most
secret
important,
battle
the
information
jobs. Navy.
for all the nuclear
Let
subs.
the journey begin.
Oh, it's the Matthew Broderick computer extension.
Here's your Pop-Tart.
Got the toaster strudel?
Of course.
What's wrong with these
Pillsbury
little
toaster
psychos that
strudel
they
is like a
don't
Pop-Tart,
like
but better.
Pop-Tart's disgusting.
Fine, like,
Oh,
something
I would
better
rather
just
have a
popped
toaster
up.
strudel. Yes,
Pillsbury
like,
toaster
oh,
strudel.
fuck, I got Pop-Tart. My old lady had to drag herself out of bed to throw a frozen waffle in a paper bag and say, beat it. But these little fucks don't want to have a like a fucking toaster. Pastry? That's all I would have gotten. I wouldn't even get a Pop-Tart.
A barren world, a dream.
He feels very strongly about this.
A destiny, New Eden. Tonight at 1:30 a.m. Eastern.
1,047, 1,048, 1,049. Now you can get the internet on your television. 1,050. It's called Web TV. You don't need a computer.
I remember this
Just
shit.
need this.
Yeah.
And a remote.
I used to have this.
Yes, you and I both had
Yeah.
it. We had like
Yeah.
the charter
Available
version
now
of
for
it, whatever, like their like
1,000
proprietary keyboard. We looked at so much terrible porn on that thing.
A mysterious roll of film services revealing government documents about extraterrestrials. How many bodies were retrieved? Then,
We don't give up hope with the
0.
and we never will.
the disappearance of a young woman brings her parents to sightings for paranormal help. Plus, no one believed a Brazilian city hall was haunted until this councilman's frightening encounter. We bring you the facts. You make up your mind. Sci-Fi Channel.
Councilman Les Winan is saying that the building is haunted.
Well, he should do less whining.
Dogs Valentine Rice Krispie cereal for a limited time.
Sounds like he needs to be doing more thinking and less whining.
That's it.
I am the Sci-Fi Channel. Friday, I will explore your limits in the dimension of darkness.
At 7, reading can be deadly.
These books are killing people.
On She-Wolf of
I remember that shit.
The funeral is about to begin. Beware the ball in the original Phantasm. And at 10, to see her baby, there's nothing a mother won't do on Friday the 13th, the series.
Sci-Fi Channel Weekends of Wonder.
Friday.
Come with me.
Alright, now we are moving on to Tenchi Muyo in Love, which aired, like I said, the same day as The Thing That Wouldn't Die, or sorry, Couldn't Die.
I can honestly say I was never really that big into the Tenchi series, but this wasn't too bad.
I watched it. The problem, so like, I had the same problem because I haven't really watched the series. Like the same problem I had when I was a kid when I watched Tenchi is that like while it was entertaining, I really had no idea what the hell any of these characters were. They don't do a good job introducing them.
This is gonna come as a surprise, but Tenchi was my jam.
Before we get into this, I was going to say that if you're watching on Twitch, feel free to follow. If you're watching on YouTube, feel free to subscribe. And if you don't like it on YouTube, downvote the shit out of it.
Red alert! Red alert!
This intro is the most badass part of the whole movie.
The Kane lock, the seldom used submission by Kane. The big red machine.
Coming back to take his revenge on his brother and fall on pregnant.
I have to turn it down a bit, I think.
Huh? What the hell is going on here?
There's an anomaly in the subspace room. Conventional space and time are both being drawn into the core block.
Commander, think it could...
It's Kane.
Now you gotta get back to the way you had it before.
Impossible.
Missed out on the JR call, man.
There you go.
Space-time's begun
See,
moving
this is an HD, like an HD up for like master, so like it looks a lot, or it sounds a lot better than the VHS rip of the thing that couldn't die.
So that guy that disappeared is the cop from the very end of the movie with the cat ears.
Right. The guy that like is about as subtle as a like silent film villain, like skulking around the school. This movie was pretty new in 1997, though. Like I don't think it was like it was only released.
It was released in '96.
Yeah.
Because this comes between the first Tenchi series, and then there's 2 movies, and then there's the second Tenchi series.
Space flight attendants.
It's the cops from Trigun.
Oh, why does headquarters always call when I'm eating? What's the matter? Forgot to file a report again?
Attention all units! Institute emergency procedures at once! A1 class criminal Kane!
Huh? Oh, Keone! Headquarters, can you come in, please? This is Detective First Class Keone in the Sol system. Please repeat your last message. Over. Headquarters, come in! What's happened? Please repeat your last transmission. Oh no. Mahoshi, what was that?
Got me.
I always hated Mahoshi. So fucking annoying.
Look at that! The
Aurora Borealis!
Aurora Borealis. At this time of year, at this time of day, localized entirely on Tokyo Tower.
Yes.
Can I see it?
No. What?
God, the fucking rat tail.
I've been thinking about growing one out. What do you think?
You shouldn't have had me cut your hair then.
I try to grow one out.
If you have a front rat tail, you get like an anthrax beard.
Indication I had that I was
Yeah.
going to vanish.
You will not be allowed inside of our apartment if you do that.
Still debating.
Something 45 something.
So when we were watching Venus Wars, and you talked about how you hate rotoscope animation, like this is such a great example of good rotoscoping though. Like all of this is rotoscope.
Yeah, but like this isn't like like real life footage that's put up against. That's like a matte painting that's put up against. It's different.
It's still rotoscope animation. Like this is all drawn on top of like a photograph.
Right, but it's drawn on top of something that's also drawn. Like it's not such a.
Well, yeah, they traced the photograph as the background, and then they animate on top of that. But all of this is still rotoscope animation. That being said, it's some of the worst character design we've seen yet. Oh, the first like 15 minutes of this film are just completely silent.
Yeah.
It makes up for all the talking in the thing that couldn't die.
I love being the janitor. Are the rest of them soulless zombies? Like...
It certainly looks like it. Especially, there's that extremely subtle person.
Nothing sinister here. Should we use this time to introduce some of the characters for some of the people who may not have seen the Tenchi series? Like anyone in America, for example, since we're doing this dub in the first place? Nah.
You wouldn't be watching Tenchi Muyo in Love if you had not watched Tenchi Muyo.
But
well, I kind of am now.
No, everybody did who watched this on the Sci-Fi channel because the series wasn't.
It was a joke.
Oh, okay.
This was definitely the first Tenchi that I saw.
Yeah, I mean, definitely the first one I saw too.
And Ryoki is the reason that I got hooked.
So I have a weird relationship with Ryoki because my first online girlfriend tried to trick me into cheating on her by using another AOL Instant Messenger screen name. It was like Ryoki something. So my wife over here.
That sounds like some shit my sister would have done.
Hey, I mean, it was
the 90s.
The 90s of AOL Instant Messenger. Everybody was hooking up on AIM.
They used up their entire like dialogue budget for the first like 2 minutes of this. So now it's just this.
This is how I used to spy on your mother.
Imagine watching your parents' homemade porn with like your space girlfriend harem.
Yeah, my father always loved it when he could fool around with the latest gadgets. In fact, this is a film that he shot quite some time ago.
You know what pisses me off the most? They're going back in time to 1970 from 1996 is the exact amount of time that we would have to go back to now to get to when the movie is based.
You mean the girl that we've been watching is your mom?
No, less time.
Yep.
Oh.
No, they're both 26 years.
She's nothing but a child.
Of course
No, they went 21 years.
When they shot this
No, they
film,
went
she was
from
still in
1996
high
to
school.
1970.
Oh, I thought you said 1974.
No.
I like how Ryoko is just fully tits out.
Oh yeah. That's what I liked as a 13-year-old too.
Hey, that's weird. I thought you said you have Jirai blood too, didn't you?
Uh-huh, what about it?
What the? Hey, can't you take a joke? Give me some cookies.
They're too good to waste on you.
Cookie hog. They're supposed to be for all of us.
She looks very gentle.
She was.
I mean, she died when I was like 3, but sure, why not?
Hey!
This is just animated Back to the Future, right?
That's about 90% of my notes are Back to the Future jokes.
You badly hurt? What are you doing up there?
I'm trying to work with 1/8 of a holodeck here.
Just in time. The problem's in the
Washu was the best.
And here's the proof.
Take your word for it, I guess.
Check this out.
Because I don't know who any of them are.
Washu has the pink hair.
That's a lot of characters in this movie.
I want to write a horror story where, like, if your image is degraded on videotape, you blink out of existence.
I'm pretty sure John Carpenter did that already.
What hasn't John Carpenter done, to be
Rat
fair?
bastard John Carpenter stealing all my ideas. Like Halloween and Starman. I'll do Escape from Ottawa. He hasn't done that yet.
26 years ago, something terrible happened to Lord Tenchi's mother. Something awful. The Masaki family died out.
What?
That means in this world, Lord Tenchi has never been born.
But wait, how come we're all still here?
Good
There is
question.
only one thing in the entire universe that stands between you and oblivion. The most brilliant mind in the galaxy. You're looking at her. I was working in my subspace laboratory when I suddenly monitored a temporal misalignment. Something has caused
I have
the
questions.
timeline revolving
What's a
around the Masaki
subspace
family to
laboratory,
shift.
and
If
who
we
are
don't
you?
do something, it won't be just Tenchi's history that changes. It'll be ours too.
This is too exciting. Come on, give me a cookie.
For now, the shield I've put around Lord Tenchi is protecting him from the shift, and so you are all protected. But there's no way I can keep the time shield up indefinitely. And when it finally collapses, he will disappear.
So that means Tenchi.
Oh, you must be kidding.
I wish I was Ryoko.
Then tell me.
Tits
what
is
the
not
hell has happened to
amused.
Tenchi's mother?
I'm sorry, but I told you everything I know.
So you're saying there isn't anything we can do to help him? That it?
Washu, please. Miss Washu.
Who the hell are you?
Well, there's one thing that I can think of.
Washu is like their
Tell me, Washu,
babysitter.
what is it?
Well, to start with, you're going to
But
have
she
to travel
also
back
wants
in
to fuck
time
Tenchi,
26
right?
years,
No,
and
no,
their
she's
path
not
is quite
interested in
simple.
Tenchi at all.
Make sure nothing
Oh,
happens
I
to
thought they all
Tenchi's
wanted to
mother.
fuck him.
No.
Including his mother.
His mother, yes, but that's just because it's Back to the Future.
Oh, okay.
That part-time job of mine is really wearing me out.
Also, the space cops don't want to because they're the lesbian space cops from Trigun.
Sounds like he has a pretty crappy harem. He's got like the 14-year-old, the pirate, and like the
little girl.
The rat doll thing.
Yeah, no, Asami, Ayako, and Ryoko are all in love with Tenchi. Or Sasami, sorry.
You're a fan of the series and you're confused by all this. God damn, what chance do I have?
I admittedly haven't watched it in like 20 years, so...
I've watched it never, except for now.
I owned this on VHS. You definitely watched this with me. Like I went because I tried to tape this and fell asleep and then missed it. So, but then like at Disney Dugout they had like a bootleg dub of it, and I was like, oh. So I paid like $25 for it, and then we watched it. And the only good part that I remember was like the ending theme.
Using my chronometric
Yeah.
The end theme was a banger.
You're gonna miss the 1.21 gigawatts joke.
procedure is still highly experimental. However, if you follow my instructions, then you'll be fine. I'm still compiling the data on what happens to Lord Tenchi's mother. It's imperative that Tenchi not contact his mother once he arrives. That would be dangerous. The chances of a time paradox are very, very high.
Are you sure this is going to work?
Nothing ventured, nothing gained, right?
I really hate to put you through all this.
Wait, but why do we all have to get mixed up in this mess?
Good question.
I'm getting really dizzy.
Don't strap down the rat thing. Why isn't it just flying off from inertia?
When you get back there, you don't
Because
do
he's
wrong.
Ryoki, he's like extra dimensional.
Okay, we heard it the first time.
That goes double for you, Ryoko.
You also have to wonder why Ryoko's tits aren't flying around.
That's kind of what I was wondering too. Shouldn't there be some kind of like gravitational jiggle going on? This is firmly in the 90s anime.
They hadn't developed jiggles before yet.
I feel like they really dropped the ball there.
Yeah, I mean, most of the jiggle physics technology didn't really come around. Yeah, most of the jiggle physics technology didn't really come around until Dead or Alive, what, 3? And there was a missed 1.21 gigawatt joke.
Time to save the future began.
That's the power of love.
I mean, imagine having to like draw the short straw where it's like you have to be the janitor when we go back in time.
The Demon of the Rashomon, the fourth story in the collection.
But the idiot gets to be the teacher.
So she's throwing cleavage here too, right? That's not some sort of pendant. So like,
Correct.
Going out of her way to like undo the second button.
Yeah, no, Ryoko's whole thing is just being tits out
We
all
already
the time.
did that story.
I can relate.
Oh my, that's the only Earth story that I know. What'll I do?
That idiot.
What kind of school like has lunch in the classroom?
Japanese schools. That's like literally what they do. They have lunch in the classroom and all the kids leave the school. They don't have janitors.
I've always seen them like eat outside and shit.
Well, then
No.
this is your big opportunity, right? Father is still available.
Not that filthy old man that he became later on in life.
That we had to interject a picture of because people would have no idea who he was.
I've been giving our problem some thought. You see,
If you've never seen the series, Tenchi's dad is a pervert, a lot like the dad from Fully Cooley.
You just figure that out? And while we're
I have
at
seen
it,
the
what's
series,
with this
so, like-
mother and father thing? Since when
I'm
did they
explaining
become
it for
your
other
parents?
people. Like Adam.
I was hoping when we get back.
What? You marry Tenchi? Don't be stupid.
What's it to you? And who are you to go and call me stupid, Ryoko?
I'll call you what I like. Got it, stupid?
So he has the option of like the annoying purple-haired one or the crazy tits-out pirate who can fly and teleport around.
Yes.
Why is this even a question?
Well, the purple-haired one is the space princess that's related to his mom, because they're both Jirai royalty.
That's even worse. It's like marry your cousin or sleep with the tits-out teleporting pirate. I mean, excuse me. I'll see myself out. Okay.
Let's begin.
Snidely Whiplash was a more subtle villain.
Well, it's different.
Yes, well, what can I do, Ryoko? After all, I didn't know there'd be a class like this.
Well, like they say, you get what you deserve.
And you should know.
Weirdly, Ryoko is more covered up than anybody else in the classic Japanese school, like, PE uniforms.
I'm not familiar with the whole story, but the word is that he has some sort of medical complaint that is peculiar to males.
It's lice.
Is that peculiar to males?
What's the matter with you?
Or a fungal infection of the balls.
He's scratching himself. Oh. Ayaka, give me all your clothes.
There's no way.
Take them off. Right now. Come on.
Hey, stop that, both of you. Stop, let her go. You two want to stay after school.
So were these like this isn't the only thing I've seen the like panties, Jim's clothes in like animes. Is this like a real thing in Japan?
Yes. That is what girls' gym uniforms look like in Japan up until very recently.
You're cute. Tell me, what are you doing here, little girl?
Waiting for my big sister.
Oh, I see. Huh.
He's gonna do the nasty and the pasty.
Seeing creepers freezes me up.
And that past acidification.
Achika, come on!
Coming! See
Yeah,
ya!
man.
Thanks
Yeah,
again.
please.
Sure. Bye-bye.
Whatever, it's fine.
Huh?
Wow, that was close.
Yeah, Wash is gonna be really angry.
I knew it would be dangerous here, but she was so close that... I know it sounds stupid.
I had to rub one off in the bush.
Of course you did.
Shh. Sasami, don't tell anyone about this, okay?
Let's be clear, the little girl is one of the ones that wants to fuck him, right?
Yeah. Ready? Also, Ayeka's younger sister.
Which one's Ayeka?
The annoying purple-haired Chris.
Oh.
Mother.
Not the tits out pirate lady.
Yeah, I mean, why is this even a quote-unquote harem? I made my decision apparently long ago.
We all did.
I guess Tenchi's one of those people that believes that incest is wincest. I don't know.
And just like that, the stream got cut.
My school's so far away. Getting home just seems to take forever.
I mean, they're like very distantly related. They're not like first cousins or anything creepy. She's only half Jirai.
That's still related.
Oh, I'm so hungry. I'll fix dinner.
So unless this takes place in Space, Alabama, the choice should be pretty clear.
It kind of does.
Hi. I hope we're not putting you out.
Are you all right?
But the one that she's not related to can fly and teleport.
Just surprised.
Oh, and has like
Well,
laser
I can
beams.
understand
on
that.
their
As it
hands.
happened, your school called today. This
Yeah.
is Aika and Ryoko. I agreed to let them board here. They're going to be staying with us for a while.
Really?
He seemed
How
to have no
exciting.
problem
They
letting
just
the young
transferred
women
today.
stay
In
with
fact,
them.
Both of them are in my class.
Huh. Well, apparently they live such a long way from the school that it's difficult for them to commute from home every day.
I'm very
I'm letting one stay under my robe.
It's my pleasure.
Ah, my, this is quite wonderful. My poor Achika has been without company far too much ever since her dear mother passed away.
I've always dreamed of building my own harem.
Hey, I'm starving over here. Is dinner ready yet? Huh?
It's coming up right away.
Why don't you help out instead of complaining?
Huh, you should talk. I don't see you doing anything.
How dare you speak to me that way?
Please don't fight.
Huh?
Who is that?
It's just me.
But since I don't know who you are, it doesn't really matter.
I'm sorry to disturb you at this hour, but I'm conducting a home visit.
Really? How odd.
Home visits. Who does that at this hour?
Or at all.
Fool. I told her to go and take a look without making anyone suspicious.
Oh, good. It looks like she's managed to get into the house anyway.
What, did she score safety?
Well, bon appetit. This is wonderful.
This is very
Thank you
strange.
so much.
Very.
Well, I must admit, you all did a great job of getting into the house without arousing any suspicions.
Oh, there was arousal, all right.
You know what? I think it was that little bit of perfume I borrowed from Washu.
Being sneaky comes naturally,
Huh? All right, Ryoko, what was that supposed to mean? All right, all right.
So does
Anyway, we've
the-
managed to all get safely
the
back
bitch
here in
one have like
1970.
superpowers too?
Yeah, kind of.
I mean, why doesn't the like pirate just like zap her with her electric hand?
Because the pirate is only like free from the galactic police because of the annoying purple-haired one.
So, it looks like you all got there safely.
Of course. Why not?
Well, I must say, this time travel by fixing the position of the time axis was more difficult than I thought. Huh. In fact, to tell you guys the truth, I wasn't 100% certain it was gonna work.
By the way, I send you all to die. Wink.
So you mean to say that if you had made even one false move, we could have ended up wandering around in time forever? That would have
Sure.
been terrible.
Damn it, Washu!
at least I got you to where you're supposed to be, didn't I?
I think that the VHS for this is still in my storage unit. It's like a weird like
Miss Washu, I
fan
wonder if you
dub
can
like
tell me exactly when and where
clamshell
my
that like
mother's going to
Steve
disappear.
from the fucking comic book store made.
Quite.
If I can, I need to go to the storage unit and see if I can find it.
Hey, Achika, I'm returning this magazine to you. Tanaka, I haven't seen you for days. So, how's your cold doing? Oh, my throat's
Why are all these kids just asleep, like slumped over? Like,
Achika, are you listening?
did they pass out NyQuil?
Yes, I'm coming.
This magazine was really interesting, especially this picture of
This is most likely the break between like when regular school ends and when cram school started.
Yeah, right. I remember that. I already read it a couple of times myself.
Nothing sinister over here.
All I can say, Achika's point of disappearance, sometime within next 7 days.
I can spend a week in 1955.
Keone, I've confirmed the disappearance of the Galaxy Police Headquarters.
I don't know, if I had like a blue-haired, like hot 20-something, like as the janitor of my high school, there's no way I wouldn't be trying to hit on her.
What you doing, Aika? Having a dirt sandwich? Come and get me if you dare.
She really gets on my nerves.
Having a dirt sandwich. What a great dub job.
That's funny.
Lord Tenchi, shield energy lasts only
I was on
7 more
Davy
days.
duty.
Be careful.
Somebody needed to learn how to microwave a hot dog.
Or find a homeless shelter.
All right, you made it. Have you two noticed anything unusual? Anything at all, no matter how unimportant it might seem to you.
Huh?
I've noticed lots
Yeah,
of
what is it?
unusual things.
You know the fried noodle dish they usually serve at lunch? Well, it's the first thing to be sold out, but today there were three pieces left over. I think that's pretty weird, don't you?
Well, I mean...
We should have known. Another day, another inane observation.
Uh-huh.
You literally said, no matter how insignificant.
To go along with the assumption that something horrible is going to happen.
Brought that one on yourself.
Oh, Tenchi's about to blow.
Tenchi, what's
Boner atrophy.
Oh, his tracking button is stuck. I'll fix it.
I hope Achika's okay. Wait 1 second. If we're all here, then that means that... Who's with Mother?
Oh boy, this could be really bad. All right, Sasami, you'd better take care of Tenchi.
Right. Hurry, everyone!
Yes,
Let's
leave
split
the
up and
child in charge of the dying
You probably should have left one of the ones that doesn't want to fuck him in charge, right?
The worst part is, like, in the series, the little girl, Sasami, is the one that's, like, most horny on main for Tenchi.
Yeah, she's the one I'm picking, obviously.
She can only teleport to places she's seen or been before.
Oh, I'm sorry. She only has limited, unlimited teleportation, and can fly, and has superpowers.
How about you, Ayaka?
No, I couldn't find her either. Let's check
Ayaka does too.
Everything seems to be under control.
I've only seen her do Jack and shit. Jack
I'm
left
really
town.
sorry for all this trouble. Oh.
She tries to do Tenchi.
Ryo-Oki?
I wonder what's wrong.
Don't you dare.
You think she's trying to tell us something?
I'm not sure.
Maybe it's Achika.
Well, let's get going.
Nobuyuki!
Huh? Oh,
Achika!
What a surprise. I thought you were on cleanup today. What are you doing way up here? Ooh, what's that you're drawing?
Are you still
it's
filming
nothing,
me?
Really.
Aww. Please.
What?
Show me, show me.
Don't!
Oh.
They have had -4 interactions till now, but clearly.
What is it?
It's a house.
A house?
You see,
Oh, yeah, I see.
You see, I love
Dead ass.
architecture, and I'd really like to build a house like this someday.
Oh.
What's wrong?
Oh, nothing at all, really.
Can I have the book?
You know, a window
Just
might
shove
be
their
nicer
ass
by
down the
roof. It
hill.
would let in more light and really brighten things up.
What? You mean... like this?
No, that's all wrong.
More like that.
Hey.
That's
you
really
sure have
bad.
Excellent taste, Achika.
Really? Do you think so?
Yeah.
Listen, Nobuyuki, if you ever manage to build this house, promise that you'll invite me to come and see it.
This is the 1970s, so I'm going to go ahead and say that your idea was mine because nobody would believe that this came from a girl, especially in Japan.
What about its color?
I haven't thought that far yet.
I think the roof should...
Kane likes to walk.
Is this where they are? What would they be doing out here?
What? A red roof? You're quite daring,
Huh?
Achika.
There they are.
Yeah, the rat rabbit found something.
Ignoring the world all alone and oblivious.
Ah, yes. Let's watch them make my space.
They're just having fun. Huh?
What is it?
What? Nothing, I suppose.
Alright, we'll be right back.
Huh? Oh, my. Well then, let me see. The Lady Achika is going to disappear because of one or all of these seemingly random elements. Now, if I could only manage to define them, I'd be able to narrow down the probabilities and accurately predict when she'll vanish. I'm running out of time.
Exposition.
It's unnecessary.
When do we leave?
When? What on earth are you talking about?
Pretty much everything Mihoshi does is
Tomorrow, of course.
unnecessary.
That's why we all divided up into groups.
Huh?
One thing that I will give this is that even though I don't really understand fuck all for character development in this, I can at least follow the plot very easily. A lot more than I can say for a lot of major anime series where it's like, you gotta know this to understand the movie.
Naruto.
One of many like that, yeah.
I can see you taking your insulin, Dale.
So we can say that this stream is retro and it's medically informative.
All we can do is go on this trip together. I'm afraid I'll get lost. There are just so many people living in Tokyo. Get real. Detectives in the Galaxy Police don't
Sorry
just
about that.
get lost.
Diabetes calls.
What?
Goodbye, Hyone.
Where'd you go?
Was she a homeless person? Like taking a bath in a 500-gallon drum?
Yes.
Ah, the reason we made we rented the movie in the first place.
What?
Almost nudity.
The next time that you're gonna bring me back, I'd appreciate it if you'd tell me first.
I'm sorry. You're right, of course.
She didn't look that sorry.
No.
Actually, there's something I want you to check for me.
Well, she was just a crazy old
Tell
lady.
me what it is you'd like.
When I analyzed the energy signature from the point of Achika's disappearance, I found a correlation. It matched the energy released when the Galaxy Police headquarters vanished.
And what does that mean?
Good question.
It's quite simple.
Not a damn
because
thing.
Headquarters disappeared right after that last Kane transmission of yours. I suspect there's some connection between the two.
Are you able to access Yagami's computer database?
Headquarters lost a cane in
Of
the
course I can. I
graveyard
could get
match.
the account books of the Science Academy if I wanted.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this is a Big Red Machine connection or if this is a Soul Reaver connection. It's one of the two.
Kane. I'm sure I've seen that name on the list of A1 class criminals before.
There it is. Look at that. Age, gender, history, origin, everything comes up unknown. There are
Hailing
no
from
distinguishing
parts
characteristics.
unknown.
How can we identify him? Offender number 67, Class A.
Universal Era 507410. Characteristic energy form classified as NVO. Code name Kane. Wanted for destruction of planets. Suspicion of murder. General warrant issued.
Everything is
Destroyed
lights on
13
fire.
Federated planets and 275,000 spacecraft before he was apprehended and confined in the Galaxy Police subspace network. Considered to have the power to overcome
This
even
definitely
a
should have been
large force of
Kane's like
Galaxy
actual
Police,
backstory
has been
instead of the whole
confined in the
Undertaker
headquarters
like
subspace
burned in a
room
fire thing.
past 100 years.
He's got him in the Kane lock.
Not an ordinary criminal, is he? He's more like a brand new supernova.
But even if he escaped the subspace room, how could he go back in
So
time?
the directors
26
say,
years
whoever's
and interfere
talking,
with
I don't want their
events there?
face completely visible at all.
Take my word for it. If Kane managed to get out of subspace, then he could easily influence the passage of time, couldn't he? Anyway, if we
Sure.
assume that Kane is on his way to Earth, and for some reason intends to attack Achika, I can narrow the probability levels to 87% that it will happen between November 25th and November 28th, 1970. According to my calculations, it will be
1970,
somewhere
see?
in... Oh my
26
God.
years from 1996, which is
Tokyo.
26 years from now. Doesn't that
And so
piss
we
you
all
off?
headed off to Tokyo for our school trip.
Now that you mention it, yes.
If he is going to attack us, you'd think he'd have the decency not to do it right in the middle of a school trip.
It's not 100% certain, but the probability is much higher on these 3 days.
This cane is strong enough to destroy the entire headquarters?
Oh yeah, Choke slammed the hell out of that headquarters.
What are you saying? You know we can't go home. We have to stay here to protect Mother. It's our mission. If anything happens to her, Lord Tenchi will disappear, and we will too.
This is probably the most realistic part of the movie where people are talking insane bullshit on the train, and it's still not the strangest thing you've ever heard on a train.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I know just what you're doing.
Oh, just like one of the family. See? I can't take this anymore. Look, you dirt for brains. We've all heard enough of your insinuations.
Oh yeah, the truth hurts, doesn't it? You think I didn't see you and Achika yesterday, both sneaking off to talk about things like what kind of boys you both prefer?
You know
Tenchi.
I'm ready. You want to fight?
Stop it now! Aika, calm
Too
down!
far, I swear it. I'm gonna teach her a lesson. Watch.
No, now,
yeah, for
does she
sure.
have
You and
fangs,
what
or is that
army
just the
I am,
animation?
It's just an anime thing.
Well, I know it's like an anime thing, but like,
They do not have things.
like they're also not like normal, like people, you know. Not like Inuyasha, where half of them actually do have fangs, you know.
Yeah, no, they're normal teeth.
And everybody on that tram died.
But you did get to see an example of Aega's powers.
Tokyo, the anagram lovers Kyoto.
I feel so tired.
Me too, Achika. Well, at least we got here, even if it is the middle of the night.
Okay, senior class. Now is everybody here? We're about to leave.
So who's gonna keep watch tonight?
Somehow I have a feeling it's going to be us.
The hotel, something.
It's a love hotel. That's a Japanese sex hotel.
I feel so sleepy. Huh? Hey, Nobuyuki.
Japanese man with a camera on a bus. That's not suspicious at all.
It'll be a great souvenir.
The sad thing is, in Japan, it's really not.
A little bit, yeah.
There's a whole category on Pornhub for that.
Yes, I agree. They seem to be getting along just fine, don't they? Isn't it great?
And like the Flintstones vitamins, 10 million strong and growing.
Oh boy, it's hot. I wish this thing would get going.
Oh, Tenchi, you should probably take your clothes off then.
Testing, check. Good morning, everybody. How are you all today? I hope you all managed to get a restful sleep last night.
Aren't you the janitor?
Be polite children now, please. You little brats.
I will run this damn bus right off the bridge.
Peeping, now in color.
Don't! This is embarrassing.
I also blush when my husband sneaks up on me with a camcorder
Enjoying our
unexpectedly.
class trip, Achika?
Yeah, I would say I am.
Sure.
But, well, there is one thing I'm a little worried about.
What?
Well,
That
I
this
am
is
wondering
actually
if my father
stalking.
has remembered to eat properly.
Well, that's how it started with us, too.
Don't worry. People don't starve to death just because they skip meals for 3 days.
It's true.
Yeah? Are you sure about that?
Relatively. Okay, Achika. Are you ready for another question?
Sure thing. That's fine.
What do you want to
Can
do
I have your
when
panties?
you grow up?
She wants to be dead.
A bride.
I mean, she's like. I mean, she's putting the ball in the tee. All you have to do is swing the bat, man. Come on.
There's nothing wrong with the two of you being attracted to each other.
What? Stop that. Nobuyuki, why don't you say something?
Because I can only get so fully erect.
I knew it. Look at Nobuyuki blush. He knows that it's true.
His boner in his mouth can't work at the same time.
What are those idiots
Yeah, I mean,
doing?
dudes have two heads and only enough blood to run one at a time, so
Together. I think they should just leave him alone.
we all know where his blood is going.
Yeah,
Down the drain.
Through its veins.
And now the temple porn portion of the night.
I was honestly kind of surprised the blood wasn't going through his nose, considering this is Japanese anime, so.
Miss Wash's shield is losing strength.
Yeah.
It does look like it burns a lot, though.
Is she going to a Mets game or something? What the fuck is with his
keeps up,
hat?
how am I ever going to look after my mother?
She's trying to be incognito.
So, this is where the two of you have been hiding yourselves. Come on out. No one's gonna notice you're here with all these students around.
Ryoko.
Ryoko, it's terrible. Tenchi was about to disappear again.
I can't believe it.
Is she wearing shoes?
There's that guy. He's the one! He's been spying on us! Hey, hold it right there!
Yeah, she can fly like with the force to destroy a park bench.
He's disappeared.
But she can't catch a cat rabbit man.
Apparently now they can the purple-headed fucking annoying bitch. So.
Well, Ayaka's only trying to catch a human
One
man.
of these millet and rice cakes, please.
Hey, some of these sweet bean paste cakes.
Millet and rice cakes, isn't that what Jeff eats?
Looking for.
These are all terrible food options. Just awful. We should have some white rice and ketchup later with crackers on the side.
This one is delicious.
Oh man, crackers, that's going too far.
Too spicy.
Did that guy say something to you? Huh?
No, nothing. Why do you ask?
Here, gotta go.
She's so weird.
I wonder what that was about.
She just lost her soy kicks.
Where'd he go?
At least it's kind of suspenseful that I don't know who he is. Unlike everybody else who I don't know who they are.
Don't move. Get your hands behind your head and quick.
Don't move. I've got fingers.
Stay cool. What is this? Why are you following Achika around?
The space pirate Ryoko, I presume. Serious offender. Case number 80812029, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh my. The Galaxy Police. You with Keone and Mihoshi?
You seem to be getting along well with those detectives first class. Me, I'm a special operative. I'm with the Galaxy Police dealing with serious criminals. The energy of the Class A criminal Kane has drawn me back here to this era.
Kane. And just who is this guy anyway?
Oh, he's the
And
Japanese
what does he have to do
Xenu.
with Achika?
Kane's a being who hates the House of Jirai. 100 years ago, he went on a rampage of murder and destruction across the universe. The House of Jirai cooperated with the Galaxy Police in capturing him. Then a week ago, he destroyed our headquarters and vanished. He's come to this world in time to take revenge by swallowing up the Jirai.
What's that have to do with Achika?
Or
A
anything
lot.
else.
The current Jirai Emperor has nothing to do with his captivity, but Kane still hates him. Kane thrives where there is no Jirai energy, so he's here to make sure that no one who controls that power
So
can
why
stand
did he
his
go
way.
back in time to a
Since
more
Yoshi
powerful
Lady
Jirai?
Achika from the House of Jirai.
When the more
she's
powerful one is
nothing more than
already
an
dead
innocent
in the current timeline.
Because Tenchi is actually more powerful, but if he can prevent Tenchi from being born, he could prevent Tenchi's children from being born.
Bastard.
Man, it certainly seems like his mom's more powerful.
You're very good, Ryoko.
No.
I don't know why all of you have come to this era, but I'll tell you this.
I kind of have to agree. She does seem a lot more strong in this movie than Tenchi does.
That's because
And she does a hell of a lot more.
She has to fall in love to access his
I'll let
true
you run
power.
free, Ryoko, until I defeat Kane.
And by fall in love, you mean the act of love, right?
Yes.
Okay.
What next?
And what happens if you get in the way of them coming together? If my mother and father don't marry, I don't get born. So do me a favor, you two, and stop meddling with them, will you?
I'm sorry.
We didn't mean anything by it. Honest, we didn't, Tenchi. Anyway, I think I know what Kane is after.
Ryoko, what did you say?
Fiona, you want to go out? There's a
God,
souvenir
she's
shop
like the
on the first
fucking
floor, you
Seiko
know.
of Tenchi.
Yes.
Are you coming?
Oh no! Mahoshi, where's Achika?
Well, let's see. I know we were together as far as the bath.
Oh no.
Everybody just calm down and I'll go find her.
Someone hold her head under the water.
You are
Ooh, Mahoshi
useless
or
in this
Aika?
operation.
Sure.
I just can't do anything right without Keone.
Speaking of which, where
No, the rat rabbit's kind of cute though.
Gee,
Rio
I don't
Oki.
know. I'm sure I gave her the right room number.
Isn't that the Japanese meaning of rat rabbit?
His name is Ryo-Oki.
Yeah, rat rabbit.
Put some respect on his name.
It is Ryoki. He's very cute. But like I said, I have a weird relationship with the name.
But now, having seen this and seen Mahoshi, you can understand why I hate Project Eiko so fucking much.
Project Eiko, I like a lot better than Tenchi.
It's like a whole movie of Mahoshi.
There you are, Keone.
What happened?
I wish Washa would find a
Proper,
better
like,
landing
fucking
place for her
pimple.
damn time transfers.
Wash Washu.
Huh, she's responsible for this then?
She'll explain it all in detail herself.
Hi, so how's everyone doing?
Miss
Oh, she has like a trash can here.
Everything going okay?
Washu's sort of
it's
like
not bad
M
so far.
for James Bond.
But what about this guy, Kane?
Good question. What about this guy, Kane? I'm sure the anti-Jirai attack on Lady
The big red
Achiko will
monster?
come tomorrow, but I can't be sure where. There is one place that we should look out for, though. Somewhere. Where there's a very big transmitter.
A transmitter? Tokyo Tower! That's where we're all heading tomorrow.
Oh, but now I won't be able to take the picture I wanted for
Ryoko, like my wife, dies to have showing cleavage at all times.
Listen up. I have the data from when Kane was taken prisoner 100 years ago. He was captured through a combination of the subspace
Sorry, I
net
died.
and the
That's what I
energy
meant.
from the Emperor Jirai.
It's serum!
But in this generation, I'm afraid there is no one capable of wielding that amount of energy.
Sorry, Zerum's way cooler than Kane.
Maybe Grandpa could do it!
The amount of energy that's required cannot be generated by Lord Katsuhito, and it would be too dangerous for him to even try.
What's that supposed to mean?
Good question.
That the Jirai Emperor died. He was able to help in the capture of Kane, but dispelling the amount of energy necessary proved to be fatal. It just won't work.
It takes two Jirai.
Pretty sure Paul Bearer was involved.
Okay,
Yeah,
listen
the
up,
urn.
troops. I've got some good news. I've taken all of this into account. I'm sending you some important equipment. My Psi-Link analyzer is designed to amplify the Psi-wave activity of trees and connects it directly to the subspace net.
Fascinating, but I don't understand how any of this stuff is
Washu
supposed
is
to help
also
us out.
responsible for the happening, apparently.
My equipment was made to combine the Jirai energy with the subspace net. Keone, show them.
Fascinating. No, wait. Tedious.
This is
I don't
the
know what
main
you're talking about. I'm living for this shit.
Detective
listen up,
flight attendant will show
Place
you.
this on the Tokyo Tower, the others go elsewhere. They're activated by a remote switch. They're designed to give us 10 minutes of power.
Only 10? That's not much time, is it?
Look, Ryoko, that's all we've got. I mean, think about it. This is an instant Jirai energy generator. Be happy that it works at all.
Is it possible we can generate Jirai energy right here? On Earth, that is?
Well, it won't work just anywhere. Only from the 5 places on the map that I gave to Keone. Nowhere else on the Earth but there. You know something? In a way, we're lucky that the attack
How
is going to happen
convenient.
here in Tokyo.
Meguro the black eye. Mejuro the white eye. Oh wow, these are the
The
five
pink
color
eye and the
Fudo
brown
temples.
eye.
The 5-color Fudo?
Mm-hmm. In feudal times, they put up these statues of Fudo Muyo to guard the Edo castle here. This must be
They
it.
sure did.
The others are the red eye, blue eye,
The
and
5-color
yellow eye.
Fudo or the 5-finger stinker?
The only
Your
way for us
choice.
to access such large amounts of energy quickly is to use the ancient holy places and
You
utilize
guys just
their
don't
energy.
appreciate good
So
things.
now, we have to decide who's going to
Appreciate it.
target
I
each
missed
temple
I
and who's
missed
going to
half
keep an
of
eye
this.
on Lady
We're trying to
Achika.
record it, so I went and spent $25
You can decide on
for
the
a
rest.
fan dub
I'll
of it.
watch Mother.
Is that wise?
I do truly miss being like, first of all,
don't
less
know.
critical
But I
about
know
like
it has
the
to
media
be
that I
this
take, but also just like the
It's
only
bad
way
enough
to
that you've
like
all been caught
know
up
if
in my
something was
family's
good was
problems.
to actually see it. Like I miss
But
the
now,
like that's the whole reason
I
for the
have to be
show,
the one.
for example. Like
When
it's
the
because of
final
how
battle
good
comes,
things
I have
were
to
back
stand
then because I
beside
just
her.
had to watch them to find out how good they were. As opposed to just like looking up a review. It's like, oh, well this probably sucks. Like
Why don't you go ahead then, Tenchi? We can handle the rest of the details.
why don't you go ahead and use your dildo
Thank
there?
you, Ryoko.
Right on me.
I think he just used it.
Started off too high.
Get a hold of yourself.
Achika, are you okay? What on earth happened to you?
It's my head. There's such splitting pain.
Achika, what is it?
Don't know. She grabbed her head and she fell over.
Poor
So I guess in the 70s they didn't dye hair yet or something.
Okay.
They never did.
I'm just saying, like, they don't seem to think it's weird that every other person in their group has like a weird color hair compared to everybody else.
I can handle this.
It's called anime.
He's pinching it off.
what you get for eating that 5-pound bag of sugar-free gummy bears, man.
I'm gonna be all right. I must be able to bear
He probably
this
had
much
like
pain.
soy rice cake.
Or how can I protect Mother
Themed.
from danger?
Wrapped in banana leaves. Because they had garbage food apparently in the 70s.
You better get ready.
Washu, how can you be so damn calm? Why don't you do something about this?
Not my job, bitch.
Attica's collapsed, I hate to say.
It actually is her job.
She sure as hell doesn't act like it.
That's true.
You carried me.
It was nothing. How do you feel?
You don't remember anything, right?
I feel much better.
That's good.
I'm so sorry to have worried you.
I'll stay till you fall asleep.
Nothing
And
creepy.
then I'll stay after.
How is Achika doing?
They say it's nothing more than anemia.
I wonder if Kane is causing all of this.
It's a reasonable explanation. Washu did say there's no longer any doubt that Kane will materialize sometime tomorrow.
And choke slam her straight to hell.
We should use this time to plan the deployment of our equipment so we can defeat him.
Right.
Tenchi, I know you want to stay close to your mom, so you'll go to the Tokyo Tower with Achika and take the
But
main booster.
Washu specifically said that he can't stay close to his mom, or else like a time paradox
By
will
next
happen.
morning, our plans
That's the
have been laid.
biggest
Kane
problem I
would
have with
appear
this
soon,
movie.
Yeah, they
making it
spent
a
that
day we
nickel a
would
long
never
time
forget.
ago.
Well, this is it. I guess I'll be on my way to the Tokyo Tower.
All right. Please remember, the main booster has to be set
Hey, that
somewhere
one
in
is
the
off the
center
table
of
because I think
tower's
that was the best
observation
looking
deck.
one.
Got it.
As soon as I got
Keone?
my stuff in position,
No,
I'll head
the
over
one
there.
with like the
If
like
there are any problems
trashy
at
like
all, use the
ponytail to one
transceiver.
side.
Right.
That's Keone.
See you all later.
Lord Tenchi.
She's the other space cop with Mihosho, and they're lesbians with each other.
Already been to. Then I
Now, is
could
that canon or is
teleport
that
over
just
there
your
and set the whole
fanfiction?
thing up.
Perfect.
Yes.
Just another one of your powers that isn't any use.
What was that you said, Ayaka?
That's enough, you two. Stop wasting time.
You're right.
It's a really good thing I never tried to pretend to be
Take
straight.
the Yamanote line, right?
I'm taking the one bound for Shibuya.
Shibuya.
She's gonna go shopping.
Where is she now?
Also, who is she?
Mahoshi? Mahoshi! Come on!
Mahoshi's Seiko. That one.
Kane's about to give her a tombstone.
That was good.
Tokyo Tower. Because fuck France.
Hey, oh. So this is Tokyo Tower.
As previously established.
They said she was really gentle. She was really smart.
What they meant was that she still had a soft spot.
This is great.
Great. Looks like I made it on time.
I mean, I'm at the back of like a 60-person line, but I made it on time. This guy looks like a freaking Arthur character.
And I say, hey.
There. One down. Now we've got to get over to the Red Fudo.
Just let this child wander unsupervised. It's fine.
I'm coming in.
It's Japan in the 70s.
May you guard Tenchi well.
Whoever or whatever you are.
They're Shinto guardians.
Damn, he's an OG. Do you see this fucking jacket though?
Right there.
hate Mahoshi so much.
Generator in
Just honking that space age technology at the Buddha statue.
Shinto guardian spirits. This is pre-Buddha.
Yes?
Tenchi, all of the generators are in place.
So, Siddhartha?
How's the main booster coming?
Not too good.
I'm sleeping on
Caught
the
up in a
couch.
crowd of students.
Okay. Don't switch it on until you've put it in place on the observation deck. If you do it before that, it'll start to discharge, so be careful.
Right.
Yeah, the cell phone in the
understand.
70s is not a dead giveaway at all.
Won't be long.
Did they like cut out that scene? Like she was like halfway through her dialogue.
Excuse me, pardon me.
Won't be long.
He had to cram himself into the elevator so he could butterfly effect himself out of existence.
Achika, what's the matter?
So good.
Huh? Excuse me.
She went to like an
Pardon me.
anemic coma the day before.
Sorry.
They're really letting her go.
It's the 70s.
There is a strong possibility that the doctor that was looking her over was on his third pack of Marlboros in the hospital.
That you're up with some chicken wire should we get his news. Remain calm. Do not be afraid of the death orb destroying the tower.
This is only the third death orb we've had to deal with this week in Tokyo. We're waiting for the big one this weekend.
Isn't that just the premise of One Punch Man?
Pretty much.
Ooh, probably shouldn't be reminding me I could be watching One Punch Man instead.
I can feel it. It's so close. The blood left your eye.
Like, it really just does feel like they ripped off Serum to create this Kane character.
Super Agent Arthur to the rescue.
I am still picturing this gigantic shadow demon with a red and black mask on, talking to a voice synthesizer.
Quick, let's get to the
And
stairs
now he's the
before he
mayor of
comes
some
back.
crap town in Tennessee or
Good
something.
idea.
Where'd he go?
Kinda getting bitched out here. You got your arm ripped off almost
What
instantly.
magnificent spirit you've shown in tracking me all the way here.
He's like a supernova.
Get you if it's the last
Yeah, Kane's setting up for the choke slam to hell.
Why are they running up?
Way to fuck up your future there, Tenchi. Just keep it
Your
up.
skill as an operative has helped seal your fate. No one can withstand the power of Kane.
Except the Undertaker.
And at times, McFoley.
Triple H has got a shot too.
Tenchi!
The Rock, Steve
Occasionally
Austin.
Ric Flair.
Not good.
Pretty much every main eventer and a lot of high carders actually.
But Katie Vick, not a chance.
The Brooklyn
Lita.
Brawler, it has nothing on Kane.
Lita's baby? Nah.
Oh god, what a terrible forgot about that.
I must find the center.
Achika?
He's coming.
Get fucked, Arthur.
My God, he's dead.
He's dead! He killed him! He's dead!
I feel it.
As God is my witness, he is
Someone from
broken
the
in
House of
half.
Dry is here. Which one of you holds that power?
Put this
No,
somewhere
you
in the
can't
middle of
both
the
be
deck, and
JL.
hurry. What?
Well, I don't want to be the creepy ass
do it.
king.
But what does...
I mean, Adam kind of gets it by default. No room.
That's it. You're not
Why
going
is everything
any
so
farther.
phallic looking?
Are you of the House of Dry? Very interesting.
I think
Maybe
See
because
how
dildo
much
save
power
her.
you have?
I think George Lucas is gonna sue somebody.
Quick, Achika, let's go.
Who's that boy?
Achika!
He's
we gotta
fine.
go!
Tenchi, I'm almost there.
He said to put it in the middle. Huh?
This looks like the end of the House of Dry. I'll eradicate you and put you out of your misery.
Going for the 3 count.
Touch my mom!
Mom.
Enough! This will stop!
What?
Glass is no match for her shrill voice.
All those dildos.
You are the one I've been looking for. You and no one else. None of the others were the same. I've come all the way to this planet in the middle of nowhere to destroy you.
But why?
Tell me who you are!
I am one who has suffered grievously from the power that lies latent in you.
Push the red button! Then get her out of here!
I had to
fast!
go out of my way through time to get my ass kicked by you when I could have just left you alone and ignored you. It's been established that I can travel throughout the galaxy and universe.
What? Is it possible?
But I guess nobody said the big red machine was smart. Oh, now it makes... Like what?
A very powerful.
Yeah, I mean, we're working on 3 movies at this point with Back to the Future, Star Wars, now we're doing Ghostbusters.
But I can still make it.
Dad's trying to hang on to the top rope, but Kane's gonna bring him down the hard way. Oh, he's been demasked. I repeat, Kane has been demasked.
Turns out he's really not a horrible burn victim.
Mother! Ryoko! Stop it! Ryoko, let go!
Tenchi.
I've got to help them!
Tenchi, it's too late. They've already been pulled in.
Let me go to them! They need my help! Mother!
Honestly, very glad she didn't say sucked in.
So they went to the moon, or?
It's like a pocket dimension.
Subspace. They said it enough in the movie, so I'm guessing that's what it is.
Correct.
Hey, so talking out my ass actually paid off for once.
How awful. After washing
Broken clock's right twice a day.
You say that before.
Never imagined that when we sent Kane into another space-time
Every time you're correct on something.
in with him.
Washu, isn't there something we can do to bring my mother and father back? Tell me, please.
No.
I'm afraid not, Tenchi. It's nearly impossible to determine the exact coordinates inside subspace, so we have no access.
Oh,
Now is when he's gonna do the nasty and the pasty.
They're in subspace.
Washu, please try to bring them back. There must be something you can do. Please, Washu, or they'll die.
Should give like a strobe warning on this, man. Epileptic nightmare.
Just about like every other 90s anime.
Well, it's a long shot, but we can try to transfer Atika's brainwaves into Tenchi. Then Ryoko can teleport to those coordinates, and you can follow.
Well, what are we waiting for?
You're forgetting the most important thing. Even if this does work, you'll still have to face Kane when you get there, and he's more powerful than all of you combined.
That's the most important part?
What are we going to do then?
But you know he's not more powerful than the power of love.
Gotta get back in time.
It's risky, but I'll use the dimensional cannon.
What do you mean, the dimensional cannon?
Also, what's the dimensional
Wait just a
cannon?
minute, Miss Washu. You wouldn't even use that cannon to blow up a whole planet. It's for taking out a small galaxy.
We have to consider who
See,
our
if you just
opponent is.
listen to what Kione
If we don't
explained,
destroy
she would
him
have
right
explained
now,
an
there's
exposition
no
to you.
telling when he'll find his way out of alternate space-time again.
I can't believe we're gonna use as powerful a weapon as that.
Oh, he's gonna double choke slammer? Damn.
That's it, I'm king shaming.
Can you please slow down, Ryoko?
Oh, be quiet. Normally we wouldn't even need your help.
Just
Tenchi and I
drop
can
her.
handle this alone, you know.
All you have is
They
completely
need
useless
powers.
destructive power.
Oh, what a joke. If Nobuyuki hadn't been sucked into subspace, then we wouldn't have needed you around anyway.
Hello, my Lord Tenchi. It's so wonderful to
Why
see
do
that
they need
you're
her
here.
because of
Miss
subspace?
Ayaka, I'm very sorry.
Don't
They need her
I want
power to
save
help
your mother.
activate
I
the
want
thing
your
to get
father
Tenchi
and
into
swim the
subspace.
deepest ocean.
What a bunch of rubbish. Hey, Washu, we're ready to transfer.
I agree with Tits McGee there.
Roger.
I believe her character name was Hootie McBoo. Oh, no, wait, it was Chesty LaRue.
At least he's still got his bad dragon dildo.
It's here.
There's the bad dragon. Especially when it, like, opens up.
It's an ovipositor.
It's the Fux capacitor.
He's been thinking about that all week, huh?
Dimensional cannon is armed, aimed, and ready.
Okay, we're all yours. So go ahead, Washu.
Got
take
my
control.
cheap VR headset
Roger
on.
and out. Ryoko, get set. It's up to you to teleport to the place that
The
Tenchi
VR
images
troopers.
after the transfer. Got it?
No problem, Washu. Just leave it to me.
I love VR Troopers.
The power of the shield
That was
is only
definitely the
good
kind
for
of show
3
you could
more
have found on the
minutes.
Sci-Fi
Be sure
channel.
you get everything done that you have to within that time, okay?
Yeah, no
We
problem.
are VR.
Here we are.
There can be only one Jirai.
Remember, you promised. You'll come and see me in the house I built. Won't you, Achika?
Pretty soon he's gonna be peeping on angels.
Are you all right?
You and I will build that beautiful house together, right?
Oh, no.
In hell.
I know we will.
He's as sickened as I am.
Be okay. This nightmare will be over soon.
Yeah, there's not much left of the movie.
I've had enough. I will not allow this.
So,
Pay you back.
so is Tenchi
Why
also...
didn't she do this?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, why didn't she just do this sooner?
Is Tenchi also a magical girl?
Yes.
Because forgiveness for one like you could never be an option.
Tenchi?
Oh, Tenchi.
I know.
It's like
I
a
can see her.
Final Fantasy VIII
She needs
flashback.
my help badly.
No. This makes way more sense than the Final Fantasy VIII flashbacks. Doesn't say much, but it's true.
Tenchi?
Pretty inconsiderate of them to like throw her ashes all over Tenchi as a child.
You're pretty good.
Behind your mom, kid.
I mean, that's what Cain would do.
If I can't destroy you, I'll absorb you.
Now it's a whole new kind of evil.
Come to me now.
Sorry, he meant on me. Come on me now.
That's just one of those translation issues, you know?
I'm just gonna have to kink shame the whole rest of this movie.
Yeah, caught your ass with the Obi-Wan lightsaber,
We
bitch.
just made it.
Hang on, Nobuyuki.
You mean the bad dragon saber?
My son Tenchi.
2 minutes left. Auto throttle on. The first and second safety locks are now off. The shield is
Does it
losing
count as
power
voice
and
acting if you're just saying random
We've
words?
still got a bit of power left.
And Tenchi.
I pray that he can make it.
Mothman.
Minus 60 seconds. Our energy level is at maximum. The final safety is disengaged, beginning final countdown.
Oh, it's
Hurry up, Tenchi, and get back here.
They're releasing like the plates from the Enterprise.
Saucer set?
I would think Kane definitely
There's no
looks way
time
cooler
left.
with
There
like
must be.
weird demon face.
You mean Mothman? Oh, I heard that dragon's becoming old.
Tenchi must have got his dick size on the Y chromosome.
Lady Achika? Will you look at that? She's Tenchi's mother, all right.
She's got a huge package.
Now we all kind of want to bone her.
I mean, it still begs the question, ultimately. I can understand Tenchi holding off on his, like, super ultimate porn power or whatever, because he was trying to keep on the down low around his mom. Why the fuck didn't she just do this sooner?
She didn't know.
I mean, right before she got sucked into the Ghostbusters void with them, she stood up and said, that's enough.
Yeah, because it's just kind of like came to her by instinct. She's a magical girl princess on the run.
Well, doesn't answer the question.
Because boobs.
I mean, I feel like most of Venom's like motivations here pretty lackluster at best. So.
Achika, we have to go.
Huh? Right. Let's hurry.
The Jirai will not escape me.
Maybe I could just cut my hair.
If only I had a huge lightsaber.
What, she should just like move on her hair with the sword?
I'm pretty sure it's going to be significantly less painful than the cannon doing it.
So the cannon can destroy entire galaxies, but can't knock over the Kmart Tokyo Eiffel Tower?
Because they were firing it into the portal into subspace. It's very precise.
Which was inside of the Tokyo Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, I feel like some
But it
part
all
of
went into the portal.
The portal that was inside the tower.
If I fire an arrow into a bag of holding that you're like...
The big difference is that the arrow is smaller than the bag of holding. That cannon blast was easily bigger than that fucking portal.
Yes. Let's get going, and quickly. Tenchi
It would be
really
more
needs
like
help.
firing a tank mortar into the bag of holding.
Could still be done and would not damage the person holding it.
Fine, I'll accept it.
Where are society?
Physics, however, does not.
Washu transferred them back already.
Because physics allows for extraplanar spaces.
The tower's a wreck. Is it going to be all right?
Washu told me that the authorities will probably chalk the whole thing up as an unexplained event. The tower was due for renovation anyway.
Yeah, that explains it. Well, we could do a huge investigation. Still not explained event. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's a couple hours worth of paperwork. It's gonna go right in the shredder.
Whose shirt is she wearing?
Promise me you'll take care of Tenchi, all right?
So you
I think they stole it off of one of the dead students up at the top of the tower.
In my eyes. And I saw when Tenchi will need me most, I won't be able to be there with him.
Oh, I almost forgot. It's here.
Here. Give her one of the KKK tablets.
With Kane gone, the time streams return to normal. However, we have to erase your memory of everything that happened while we were here. I'm sorry.
Wait. Am I... Here. I want you to give this sword to Tenchi. I'm
That's
afraid
good,
it's going
because we
to
didn't
need
plan
to
on
be
leaving it
soon.
here. So.
Lady
Heirloom dildos.
I feel like that's never gonna make the Tenchi though, right? Like,
No, it will.
gonna keep that for herself.
Time
No.
is short. But Nobuyuki and I will live our lives to the fullest, I swear. That's all that really matters.
It's like, if they erase her memory, isn't she gonna wonder why she's fucking naked when she comes to?
Take care, lady.
Unexplained phenomena, just like that giant hole in the tower.
Thank you all. It was good having you here. Now goodbye, my son Tenchi.
I guess.
Get the hell out of my timeline.
And so, the incident that occurred in my parents' time was resolved. My mother lost the power that Cain so feared, and 26 years later, it passed to me. There is only one thing about this affair that troubles me. The power that my mother displayed in her fight with Cain was obviously the power of the House of Jirai. And in losing that power, her own life may well have been shortened. Ironically, the Jirai power she used to save my life was the power that could have enabled her to live longer. I am aware that the past cannot be changed, but sometimes it is hard to accept. I wish I could reach back and undo what has been
The
done.
rest of this is just them padding the runtime as much as possible.
They're probably gonna chalk up the Tokyo Tower event to like a
My parents were able to
Godzilla-related
spend their
incident,
young
huh?
years together, happily dreaming
Chidora.
and planning and building for the future.
Well, I mean, like we said, it is Tokyo, so a giant death orb is kind of a daily event for them. They're just waiting for the big one coming in the
And
weekend.
they say that Achiko will be out of the hospital next week.
Is that so?
The company has agreed to let me design a building. I guess they're finally recognizing my talents.
Is that so?
You know, Dad, I've been thinking about rebuilding this house one of these days.
Is that
You
so?
don't say. Is that so?
There it is.
My next big project is to build the dream house Achika and I have always wanted.
A Barbie dream house.
By the way, Dad, we really should think about a name for the baby. Got any ideas?
Maybe it will be named, Is That So?
Let me think. I name him Tenchi.
Which is Japanese for Is That So?
This has got to be one of the worst lullabies I've ever heard.
I mean, have you ever been sleep deprived and just tried to get a baby to go to fucking bed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have time to come up with, like, creative lyrics.
All right, everyone, smile!
Buy fabulous Pioneer Electronics!
I can't wait to see it. Your dream house.
Our dream is still very much alive even now. Right, Achika?
Yes. Time is short, but Nobuyuki and I will live our lives.
How is
to
this
the
not
fullest,
over
I
yet?
swear. That's all that really matters.
She's got her final monologue about love.
And now for the best part of the movie, the end theme. I used to like fast forward the tape just to listen to the end theme because it was way better than the rest of the movie.
I'm gonna call some bullshit though, because the movie's called Tenchi, Muyo in Love, and Tenchi was never in love.
Yes, correct. Despite the fact that he should have been sleeping with Pitts, the space pirate. Christopher Frank. Alright, Adam, what'd you think of the day?
This was definitely a hell of a lot better than what we did last week. The thing that couldn't die, yeah, it was typical 50s bad, but that's not necessarily saying that's a bad thing. And Tenchi, like I said, I was never a big fan of the series. But this movie did something that a lot of the major Japanese anime series kind of have a problem with. They all sort of have this problem. You have to understand or actually be a fan of the series to understand what's going on in the movies. Character-wise, I had a problem with that on this, but for the plot itself, easy enough to follow. All in all, I have to kind of give this one a, I'd say 3.5 out of 5.
So you give March 1st, 1997 a 3.5 out of 5 on the anti-gravity scale.
Yep.
Alright. So the thing that couldn't die, like I said, was definitely one of the weaker Sci-Fi era MST3Ks for me. Just tough to get through. Like, it's not that the riffing's bad, it's just one of those movies that doesn't lend itself to be riffed very well. Like, first of all, it's black and white, so it's automatically worse in my opinion. And I'm not the only person that thinks that, by the way. But also, just a lot of dead space in the dialogue, which means that there's a lot of dead space in the riffing. Tenchi Muyo, it's certainly a step up from Odin last week, and this was a movie that I've seen numerous times before. That being said, like, the movie has a lot of problems that, the dub for this movie came out long before the series was ever localized, so there's just a lot of who the hell are you and why should I care going on in the movie. But with a weaker MST3K and a somewhat confusing anime, I'm going to give this one a 2.5 out of 5 on the anti-gravity scale. Allison?
I mean, Things That Couldn't Die was fine. Like, it wasn't awful, but it wasn't great. Obviously, Tenchi Muyo is, like, my fucking jam. I haven't watched this shit in 20 years, and it still holds up. Like, I am still just as enchanted and transported as I was the first time I saw this at 12 years old. So overall, I'm gonna go with a 4.5 out of 5.
Wow.
It's a pretty generous score, but
that is
I can understand.
Very generous score for. I mean, I'm guessing Tenji's doing a lot of heavy lifting there, because the Thing That Could Die is not even a 4, much as even a 3.
Absolutely. This is entirely based on Tenchi's carrying that shit.
Gotcha. Well,
that's fair.
So first of all, I'd like to thank, hang on a sec. I'd like to thank Zap Rousdower, The One True Wonderfly, and Tenchi716 for me stealing your stolen content, so I don't feel super bad about it. But beyond that, next week, next Monday, 7:30 Central Standard Time, we're going to be reviewing May 29th, 1999, Saturday, MST3K, Time Chasers, Saturday Anime, Vampire Hunter D.
I'm really looking forward to that one.
Yes, this is a banger of a Saturday.
It was 3 weeks before my 13th birthday.
And yeah. So, if you're watching on Twitch, feel free to follow. If you're watching on YouTube, feel free to subscribe. If you didn't like it and you're on YouTube, downvote the shit out of it. That's all I have to say. I'm Sexy Dale the Pharaoh Wizard for Adam and Allison. Thank you so much for watching. See you next week.